Now we have to look for horizontal isotopes. And for this, there's a couple of tricks. First thing we need to do is to look at the exponents. Remember, the exponents are the little numbers right next to the variables. By finding the greatest exponents, that we have the numerator and the denominator. Now, the greatest exponent is called the degree, and this is basically the one we have to look for. You will have equations where the exponent is in 2 or 3 of the variables, but you will always take the greatest one. Now, there's 3 rules. If the degree of the numerator is greater, then the function has no isotope. And these are horizontal isotopes. If the degrees of both the numerator and denominator are the same, we're going to have to look for the leading coefficients, which means the 2 numbers in front of the highest exponent. Now, if the degree of the denominator is greater, then your horizontal isotope is y is equal to 0. These are some sample problems, so let's take the first one. 3x squared plus 7 and 5x squared plus 8x minus 1. The degree of the numerator, the power of that 3x squared, is 2. Now the degree of the denominator, we will have to take the greatest one, which is 2 also. So we compare and we figure out that the degrees are the same. So what do we need to do? Divide the coefficients. So this means we're taking a number in front of x squared and a number in front of x squared. So the answer is y equals 3/5. The next one, 3x squared plus 7 divided by 8x minus 1. Degree in the numerator is 2. The degree in the denominator is 1. As we compare, we see that the top is greater. So the degree in the numerator is greater. The rule to this was that it would mean it would have no horizontal isotope. The next one, negative x plus 7 divided by x squared plus 8x minus 1. Degree of the numerator, 1. The degree of the denominator, 2. If we compare, we will see that the degree of the denominator is greater. The rule to this, anytime the degree of the denominator is greater, it would be that your horizontal isotope would be at y is equal to 0. Now let's try the last one. 4x to the third minus 2x. Even though we see 2 variables, we only take the biggest power, the biggest degree, and we see that it's the 3. We look at the denominator, 2x squared plus, 2x to the third plus 2x minus 1, the power, the degree, will be 3. We compare them and they're the same. When they're the same, please remember that we are dividing the coefficients. In this case, that would be 4 divided by 2. If you could simplify, like in this case, your horizontal isotope would be when y is equal to 2.